It started with a sound I almost ignored, a faint slip of paper brushing against the floor. If I had walked past it, if I'd never touched it, maybe I'd still be living in the lie she wrapped around us. But fate has a cruel sense of timing. I bent down and picked up the thin, folded receipt. Something in my chest tightened before I even opened it. A cold instinct. A warning. The moment my eyes hit the first line, my heart stuttered painfully. Women's Health Center. Procedure completed. The world didn't just slow, it shattered. Piece by piece, word by word. My vision tunneled. My breath fractured. She had gone through something. Something enormous. And she had buried it like a corpse beneath our relationship. I stood frozen in the hallway, clutching the paper so hard it wrinkled under my fingers. In the next room, I heard her laugh softly, light, warm, innocent, a laugh she used to give me, a laugh that now sounded like a ghost mocking me. When I walked in, she looked up, still smiling. That smile felt like a knife. "What's that?" she asked, eyes falling to the receipt in my hand. She didn't even need to read it. The moment she saw it, all the color drained from her face. Her mouth parted slightly, but no sound came out. Her guilt arrived before her words did. "You had an abortion," I said. My voice was so quiet it scared even me. She didn't deny it. She didn't even blink. Instead, she whispered, "Please, don't start like this." "Start?" I echoed. "You ended something without telling me, and you're worried about how I start?" Her breaths grew shallow. Her fingers shook as she tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. She froze. "I didn't tell you because," she whispered, but her voice cracked too hard to finish the sentence. "Because what?" I demanded. "Because you thought I'd be angry? Because you didn't trust me? Because because it wasn't yours." The words hit me harder than any physical blow. My knees almost buckled. The room twisted. The air thickened like smoke. I stared at her, cold spreading through my bones. "Say it again." She closed her eyes, letting a tear fall. "It wasn't yours." My hands trembled uncontrollably. A hollow pain grew in my chest, dark and heavy like a bruise spreading across my soul. "With who?" I asked, but the answer was already clawing its way through my mind. She hesitated for a long, torturous moment. "Daniel." Her colleague. The man she couldn't stand. The man she barely talked to. The man she always insisted was nothing. I felt something inside me snap. Something delicate. Something human. "How long?" I asked, my voice breaking. "3 months," she whispered. 3 months. 3 months of her body being close to mine while her heart wandered somewhere else. 3 months of lies disguised as tired smiles, late nights, unread messages. "Why him?" I said, almost choking. "Why him when you had me? When I gave you everything I had?" She shook her head violently, tears pouring. "It wasn't like that. It wasn't love. It was a moment of weakness. I was stupid. I was lonely. We fought, and I... So it was my fault?" I snapped harshly. "No," she cried. "It was mine. All mine." The confession didn't soothe anything. It only made the wound deeper. "So when you found out you were pregnant," I said slowly, "you didn't even think to tell me. Not even to be honest." Her voice collapsed into a whisper. "I couldn't look at you. I couldn't see your face knowing what I did. I knew the baby wasn't yours. I knew the truth would destroy you, so I tried to destroy it first." Those words, those words felt evil, not because she meant them to be, but because they showed how far she had fallen from who she used to be. "And then what?" I asked. "Pretend none of it happened? Pretend you didn't sleep with him? Pretend you didn't kill something that could have been mine but wasn't?" "Please don't say it like that," she begged, sobbing. "How do you want me to say it?" I whispered bitterly. "Make it prettier? Softer? Less like the truth?" She collapsed onto the couch, hands over her ears, crying like she was trying to drown out her own guilt. But guilt doesn't drown. It floats. It rises. It suffocates slowly. "You should have told me," I said, "even if it destroyed us. even if it ruined everything. I deserve the truth. She lifted her head, eyes swollen, voice shaking. I was terrified you'd leave. A cold numbness spread through me. You should have been terrified you'd lose me the moment you chose him. She reached for me again, desperate. I love you. I never stopped loving you. Loving me? I laughed hollowly. Love doesn't stab someone in the back and then hide the knife. She broke down completely. Her sobs filled the room like a storm, but I felt nothing. Not anger, not pity, just emptiness. I walked to the door. It felt heavier than usual, like even it didn't want me to leave. Please don't go, she begged, crawling toward me. Don't leave me. I'll do anything. I'll tell the truth. I'll face everything. Just don't walk out. I looked at her one last time, her face streaked with tears, her hands trembling, her heart exposed, but far too late. You already left me, I said quietly. You just didn't notice. Then I stepped out into the darkness, letting it swallow me whole, and for the first time, the darkness felt kinder than she ever did.